The Fabelmans. Are your parents still alive? In this case, don't shoot autobiographical story. Steven Spielberg have been waiting for 50 years and finally got to talk about the first camera, first girl and why Jesus is sexy. How the truth of life, the author's ideas and the audience perception intertwine together to create new meanings. And what is the use of this? My name is Anton, I'm film director from Ukraine. I still have space left on the tape, so I decided to tell about Fabelmans. Steven Spielberg. Who doesn't know the most outstanding director in the cinema history? The father of blockbusters, the godfather of Lucas franchise, Kubrick respected him, Marvel owes him. But today we have a movie that he didn't want to release. He wasn't even afraid to create the first mainstream film about the Holocaust, survived all the criticism and afterwards successfully reached the time when Schindler's List began to be considered the most outstanding film about the war horrors. Fabelmans is nevertheless his own Calvary. The fact is that for a long time his script and ideas were criticized not by some producers or studios, but by the closest people from his surroundings, mom and dad. Nevertheless, when time was up, it was parents who persuaded him to make a film about their family, but he stubbornly refused. Yeah, and film is here. The dark halls of cinemas flickered with frames of this movie picture. The audience's eyes were chained to the intimate family drama. Did he listen to his parents? Yes, but firstly he waited for their death.
I made it now because my mom and dad are no longer with me. And I could have told this story 20 years ago, but I wouldn't have had the experience, I wouldn't have had the distance.
He felt like cannot provide in his work the true image of the whole complexity of his becoming and subtlety of relationships within his family. It was important for Steven to introduce us to Sam, a young guy from an average American family, a Jewish boy who found his passion in filmmaking. Sam's parents are very different, but they love each other. However, life is constantly raging, pushing towards new discoveries and obstacles upon them. And how difficult is it not to lose yourself in that flow? I believe the hidden identity of the person is the key theme for Spielberg. How we look, what we admire, and who we become doesn't always depend on us. We are influenced by circumstances, events and trends. And the director of such iconic films as Indiana Jones, Jaws knows exactly how to use this influence. He has a good understanding of human psychology and the intricacies of all our daily experiences, so he masterfully brings them to the screen with complete honesty. Gait, the manner of speech, body language, or small glances between characters. Spielberg needs one accurate shot to convey to you all the important details about the person you see.
Why'd you make me look like that?
In the film? Yes, in the film!
These lines have been spoken by a minor character, Logan Hall. He will help us to find the key to understanding how Spielberg solved his own dilemma and in particular gave an answer to the future creators on some different moral aspects of filming. Logan Hall is a tall, athletic young man. The most beautiful girls in school fall in love with him. He is cool and handsome. Sam Fabelman is in contrast to him. He is not as tall as volleyball players, he is only Jew in the entire district, and he's a newbie at school. Logan and Sam become enemies simply because they seem to be from different universes, and will never be able to get along. Also, there is everyday anti-Semitism and kind of tension in the face of everything incomprehensible and foreign. But Sam is a talented movie director. He is not only ready to create new meanings to expose the truth, but also to change reality, to bend it to his needs with the help of camera and frame. These are problem of truth, creator responsibility and power.
You are the biggest jerk I've ever met. In my entire life, I have a monkey at home that's smarter than you! You dumb, anti-Semitic asshole! I made you look like you could fly. But I can't fly.
Yes, the appearance is important to Logan. He understands who he wants to be and what impression he makes on people. But when his idealized image appears in Sam's film, his entire worldview is destroyed by the thought of that being captured on camera easily helps to lose his own authenticity. Behind the lens of the camera hidden his flaws and sought his virtues. But it's not him. It's not how he feels. These are machinations in editing light, but definitely not the real Logan on that film. And it's very important for Spielberg to emphasize this, because he documents his own life, the most precious people to him, and submits them to the judgment of the viewer through the prism of what no one can fully control, of cinema, through the prism of the laws of drama, the play of actors. Our own real life is confused and incomprehensible, chaotic and impervious to the outside view. No one useful narratives, logical characters development or cool resolutions. Fixing the reality even in documentary way, we still don't repeat it literally. We only tear up parts of space, time and action from it. Sam himself tells us in this film that he doesn't know why he portrayed the bully in a good light, but what can we understand after this episode? A person cannot use any measure of truth, reliability and comprehensiveness.
In my head, everything's already out of control.
Objectivity always remains beyond our perception, even if it exists in general as a fact. Art is a manifestation of our worldview. It's our desire to have power over the dimension of time. From this position, we can understand why it was difficult for Steven to start talking about himself and his loved ones. Directing the author's desire to real events, to real people, it is worth remembering the power that has our thoughtless as well as talently constructed creative ideas, the power to influence other people's minds, the power to construct new meanings, the power to change someone's attitude. More about the power of cinema I'm talking about this video essay, and I'm sure you're an incredibly interesting person if you're still here. Have a nice day and see you soon.
Our secret. Okay?
Definitely. Unless I make a movie about it.